Episode 182 of the Red Force podcast. My name is Eric Tolado. Join me today, Grinch Tolado.
It's a late night stream.
Yes, Monday night.
Sure. Now, do we want to announce
What are we announcing?
the move? I just announced it.
What move? What are we moving to?
We will soon be moving.
I mean, it's going to be a while, Christian.
Soon. It's not that far away.
It is quite far away.
It's not that far away. It's maybe 3 weeks away.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's like 6. But whatever.
It's like 3 weeks away.
Alright, Christian doesn't know what time is.
Alright.
Or doesn't know the date.
What time is it? Where am I?
Yes.
No one knows. But we are moving, which means we are installing a green screen.
And memes will ensue.
And memes will ensue. Now suggest...
Where will we be?
Now suggest locations of where we will be.
Will we
We have a few suggestions in mind, and they'll be surprises.
Alright.
Alright. Good bits. Hilarious memes.
Yes.
Green screen backgrounds. You can imagine
We like having a good time on the show, Chris.
Sure. We can maybe put the power scale behind us when it comes back, Eric.
Come back soon.
When Wano finishes. Maybe not even this year. Alright?
Who knows?
We could imagine this wall being the power scale. Anyway. Ideas. Heaps of stuff we can do, alright?
But while you put those ideas in the comment section, Christian, subscribe to the channel. Like the channel.
Sure.
Do all that kind of things. We'll be talking about the chapter this week.
Yes, we will.
And potential. We're waiting for what's about to happen.
Yeah.
We want to see it.
Now, One Piece anime, we're out of the flashback, Eric. Will the anime give me the Nami fight?
Keelan keeps on annoying me.
Sure, he will do that.
Saying that the anime is more canon, that it's superior.
We'll see.
King reacting like the Odin versus Kaido thing was good.
I mean, which part?
Odin versus Kaido.
The ending. A lot clearer. Alright.
It was fine.
Kaido using his mustache, weird.
Strange choice.
Snout attack, don't do it. Why are we doing the snout attack?
Doesn't even do it in the manga.
He never does it once in the manga. It's
Oda
lame.
knows. Oda knows.
Why are we doing the snout attack in the anime? Strange. Alright. Now, will the anime be my salvation and give me a Nami fight?
No.
Now, according to the canon anime that is canon,
Yes.
Nami has 3rd Division Commander staff skills.
Okay.
As shown in the Cracker fight.
Now, Christian, we'll get into the chapter, but maybe a Nami fight hopes aren't dashed quite yet.
I'll get to it.
Developments.
I'll get to it. And we will get to it.
Okay.
Alright? But the One Piece anime, getting to the hype, the start of Onigashima. Will we see a stupid amount of CG? I'm worried.
In what regard?
Crowds. I'm worried. Because we did do it. We have CG spotted in all the movies.
Listen, Oda doesn't even want to draw the crowds.
I know.
So,
but mass crowds, 500 samurai. We're gonna get CG samurai cop clones.
no, you just get like indescribable drawings of characters in the background.
That are moving.
Yes, correct. Now, topic of the show, Wano recap. All right.
No,
What?
we're talking about the fights and what we want to see. New moves, new power-ups.
Okay, because we're almost there.
Because we're almost there. We're at that stage.
Now, Christian was robbed 2 weeks ago.
Now, we'll get into it. Alright? Because Sanji finally has his matchup, which everyone predicted about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
And Chopper's involved, maybe.
he wasn't. He did some stuff. Alright. But first, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, perhaps.
Perhaps.
If you're feeling spicy.
We've been here a long time, Christian.
Alright? Not as long as some others.
True.
Alright? But long enough, right?
Yeah.
What?
What's your problem?
We're at that stage of the manga, where we're like, Luffy is about to be an emperor.
You know what it is? It's hard for
You know
us.
what I mean?
You know what this stage of the arc is?
Mm.
It's like, all right, Oda, we know the fights are about to happen. Just give it to us, you know. But we've been here for a year.
2 years. You could say 2
And
years.
I don't know. Is it fair for us to say that? Because he does need to build things up and do things properly. But we're just going through the motions until Sanji does fucking Hell's Memory.
When Sanji sucks on that ciggy.
Yeah.
And he says something high.
Does that one-liner.
Alright, we all love it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Shadow Soul chapter 115 is out.
Mm-hmm.
Car chase. A lot of vehicles, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Hard, very annoying, very time consuming.
Now, Christian, I told you. Car chases, nightmare. Hard in manga form.
Sure.
Put a gun in your mouth in anime form. Or animation form.
I mean, that's why we're using CG.
Unless you got CG.
This is why we're using CG.
Film gold, respect.
Yeah, no CG in that race.
Correct.
Alright? Respect it.
Shout out to Muscle Turtles.
Sure. Now,
$5 from Hebby. She likes a chest hair. I appreciate you, Hebby, for the $5. These glasses aren't coming off unless you donate $1,000. We talked about this.
now there was an incident last week.
Yes. They're slipped on.
Alright? Where Eric ruined the bit. Alright? And we didn't bring it up because we didn't want to ruin the bit at the time.
Right.
But no one noticed. So I think you got away with it.
Okay.
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But there you go. Now, without further
For
ado,
Nesh's bit, I'll grow a gold Roger mustache out.
is that even possible? You know what I mean?
I don't know. We're gonna have to take like a 4-year hiatus for that bit to happen, or maybe just wear a fake mustache.
Maybe. Alright. But there you go. Enough with this spiel.
Chapter.
Let's get into this chapter.
Yes.
No. Chapter 1015.
And Christian finally got his Senior Pink cover.
Cover story? No.
He's been talking about it for years.
When am I going to get my Senior Pink cover story where he escapes Impel Down and has a
Surely
has
that's
Frankie?
surely that's Frankie epilogue shit.
That's crazy.
You know when all the straw hats are like 1,000 years old?
Yeah,
And you just see Frankie at a bar drinking with Senior Pink.
maybe. All right.
Talking about Urushen.
Talking about the
Talk-
Sunny.
What it means to be a man.
Yeah. All right. We got Senior Pink on the cover.
Yes.
Pretty good cover request. Being delivered as a baby. Imagine getting a full grown man. at your
Hard boiled,
doorstep.
Christian. Hard boiled man.
All right. Maybe you might get some things done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe it's a good thing.
Okay.
Who knows? All right. So the first thing we see in this chapter is Luffy drowning. Okay. Eric, did you know that Luffy's defeated?
Luffy's in the water.
All right.
Yes. Who will save him?
Luffy's defeated.
No, he's dead.
Wano goons shocked that Luffy lost. They can't handle it. They're losing morale.
Yes.
Nani, Luffy lost. What's gonna happen? Straw Hat Man. All that kind of bullshit.
Right.
Alright. Chopper is upset too. And is losing to Queen. What do you think about Chopper's resolve here, Eric?
Did Chopper ever have resolve? Sometimes.
When Zoro tells him to shut the fuck up, I guess he has resolve. But will you level the same slander you leveled at Sanji to Chopper? Will you say to Chopper what you say to Sanji?
Did Chopper slap Luffy in the face and slap away his hand?
Thinking Luffy lost to Kaido is slapping Luffy in the face. I'm metaphorical.
At least Chopper's like a child. Sanji's a grown man.
Sanji's 19!
Sanji's a grown man.
Sanji is 19 years old.
Yeah, Chopper's literally like 3.
I think he's like 14 in
Alright,
years.
first of all, Sanji's got a goatee.
He's 19, Eric. That's bum fluff. That's not even like real. That's not a real.
Alright,
man
and
hair.
second of all,
Yeah.
Sanji's supposed to be the smart one, and he's the dumbest one. He didn't believe in Monkey D. But now he does.
Well, there he does. So you can see the character development.
Yeah, it's character development right there. Character growth.
Alright. What do you think about that? Alright. What do you think about We'll get to Sanji.
Maybe he
You
should
know.
have remembered all the miracles before Whole Cake Island.
Sure. But okay, we've been through this.
Mm-hmm.
But is Sanji finally in the right place?
Hey, he's working on it.
I mean, the women thing is never gonna happen.
We didn't expect it to, Christian.
No, but the way it did happen was extremely fraudulent for Sanji.
Black Maria.
Yeah, didn't even use haki.
Didn't want to hurt her, Christian.
Alright.
That fight's still going, apparently, by the way.
We'll get to it. Alright, we'll get to it. So Queen confirms that he was just fucking around the whole time and Chopper was doing nothing and just playing with him. Right? Alright?
Yeah.
You know?
Queen's just fucking around.
Queen's just fucking around.
As
He
he
doesn't
does.
give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
This is like go to Queen's incompetence. This is like go to Kaido's crew structure. And the fact that the villainous crew, of course, has flaws.
Maybe also playing around with Sanji.
A real opponent,
Yeah.
perhaps. Alright? We'll see. So, Pero Sparrow lets off his volley of candy arrows. Alright?
Yeah.
Queen turns his teeth into like fangs.
Yeah. Injectors or whatever.
Whatever the fuck that
Sharper
is.
teeth.
I mean, he's a herbivore, right? So
Yeah.
he doesn't have sharp teeth. He has to get the sharp teeth.
Right.
Do the real bite damage.
What kind of tech is this man using?
He's using that cyborg tech, which is just like, okay.
Integrated with his doll fruit.
It's crazy.
Craziness.
Alright, maybe this is the kind of type of stuff we would have seen with Frankie with the Maramara.
Sure, but even more so, this man's a genius.
I mean, you would have to assume he could do this with his normal body.
Yeah.
You would assume. Because
We'll
this
find out.
technology should grow with his devil fruit ability.
Still no haki with Queen, though.
Nah. Well, Sanji doesn't have haki, so,
Maybe that works out.
you know. Of course, again, we have to meme. We know Sanji has haki.
Yes.
Disclaimers. We've never seen Hani from Sanji. Never seen Hani from Queen.
That's
Maybe
fair.
he's played.
Mhm.
Maybe he's played from her. But there you go. So Sanji comes in there, saves Chopper, kicks Queen in the face. And spins him around, spins his neck like a helicopter, blocking those Perisper blades.
This next shit better not happen for too long. It's the same thing as the trunk.
Now, famously, Eric always hated the idea of anyone fighting Jack.
No, Sanji
trunk,
specifically. The trunk's
The
dumb.
kick. I don't know why he hates the trunk so much. Will we see a hybrid from Queen?
Probably.
Right, and what will that look like?
Silly.
Long neck,
He'll
fat
be buff,
body.
though. He'll be buff. He'll be buff boy.
Sure. Alright. There you go.
I hope that raid suit's got anti-dinosaur spray in it. Because Sanji's going to need it.
Sanji's gonna need all the help he can get.
Yeah.
Alright, we've talked about this before, we talked about this again. Zoro and Sanji should not be ready for commanders.
But here we are.
But here we are, and here it is. Now, Sanji's already damaged, Queen's already damaged.
Is Queen damaged?
You know,
Marco kicking him and stuff.
he's scuffed up.
Sure.
Sanji's scuffed up. Apparently on the brink of death, Eric.
I was going to say, apparently he's on the brink of death
Apparently on the brink of death.
with Black Maria.
Yeah. Alright. But we get the spinning neck action.
Yes.
It looks okay. For this to have really have worked, Oda wouldn't have to have done the actual geometry work. Not just draw, loosey-goosey.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's an okay. It's like okay drawn move. All right. Yeah. But there you go. All right. Chopper's here to fight Queen. Leave the clown to me, Sanji says.
Mm-hmm.
And Queen goes, "This is Judge's brat." Everyone knows Judge, Eric.
Now everyone knows Judge.
And everyone, just like how everyone uses Conqueror's coding now.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who Judge is.
Because Sanji's bounty
Because
poster.
Sanji's water poster, Vinsmoke Sanji. We're going to pull out that raid suit. Does Queen have a raid suit of his own?
Maybe.
Who knows? And then what's going to happen, Eric? Alright?
Sanji's going to be in trouble.
Yeah. Sanji is definitely going to be in trouble. Now, people out there upset, confused. I thought he was going to fight King. Maybe
No.
maybe he does both.
Never.
Craziness, insanity.
Both.
Both is crazy.
It's a lot.
But since the dawn of time, since we found out Jack's name, we said Sanji's got to fight Queen.
Yes.
Everyone on the planet Earth,
Such is the order of the hierarchy.
of the way of the universe,
Yes.
Sanji will never fight the right-hand man, because Sanji's not the right-hand man. And that's how it is, and that's how it'll always be. Who fought Mr. 1, Eric?
Zoro.
Was it Zoro? Who fought Mr. 2?
Bon Clay.
That's all you need to
And
know.
that's all there is.
That's all you need to know. Right?
And who fought Mr. Zero? Not Zoro.
Monkey D.
Mikey D.
You know, Luffy fights the boss, Zoro fights the first commander, Sanji fights the second commander,
Correct.
and the rest might maybe not even get a fight. Alright?
Yeah, maybe if they're lucky. They might get a fight.
Now, speaking of which, Zolo.
Gonna get healed by Chopper.
He's going to get healed by Chopper. Does he come into play?
Now, does Chopper have magic Chopper bandages or...
Now, we could get some bullshit flashback to the time skip. Because we really haven't gone there with Chopper yet.
Right.
The time skip medicine and what he learned over the time skip. Maybe he's got some super secret steroid that can instantly heal.
He healed Luffy pretty quick.
Sure. A super secret steroid that can instantly heal, but it takes away your lifespan. Some bullshit like that.
Okay, sure.
Zoro would, of course, take that option. Be back in the fight.
Yes.
Of course. Zoro would take that option. Without doubt. So, we could see that. Some super steroid from Chopper. To get Zoro back in the action. There's multiple ways to get Zoro back in the action. Is Zoro going to fight King?
Is Zoro gonna fight King? I mean, probably.
What's
Marco doing?
I would say Zoro's had enough this arc.
I would say that too.
The Ashra.
Now, people in the chat going crazy that were saying that these Zoro and Sanji shouldn't be fighting commanders.
Luffy still struggled against commanders last arc. And Sanji and Zoro have not proven themselves at all.
But here we are.
But here we are, and this is what it is.
They got Enma, they got the raid suit.
Alright, they got power-ups without actually having a
They
fight.
jumped in power. They doubled in power for no reason.
Yeah.
Other than
So,
items.
you know, before Onigashima, we were saying Zoro Sanji fight Flying Six. Now, Jinbe, well, this stage is true. Because Jinbe is fighting who's who still.
Yeah.
And Jinbe is on Sanji and Zoro's level.
Correct.
And who's a challenge for Jinbe? So what?
Frankie's in the general still fighting Sasaki.
The Flying Six are no joke.
Sanji couldn't take out page 1.
We said
Sanji couldn't take out page 1 this arc.
Sanji couldn't take that page 1 in 1 or Act 2.
Zoro got one shot by Killer. Or he was hungry.
He was hungry, Eric. Please, before the Zoro fans come out.
Right. He also didn't have 3 swords.
Out,
Apparently 3 swords is a durability thing as well. But Enma changed everything.
Enma changed everything. The Raid 2 changed everything.
Yes.
Well, you know, maybe. But, you know, Flying Six would have been a good fight, good level. Now, we still have Marco here.
Yeah.
So what the fuck's Marco going to do?
Fight King until Zoro's ready.
And then conk out. And then lose. And then we have a definitive loss for Marco again.
Give it to the Straw Hats, man.
That's true. Alright?
I'm sure Marco will recover quickly.
Yeah. But if we just look at the... Yeah, we stayed this so many times.
Maybe Marco fuses with Zoro.
Shit. And
Zoro,
gain supremacy.
And Zoro has like Phoenix wings the entire time.
Shit. Maybe. Or you can fight King in the air.
Yeah.
That's perhaps.
There you go. Solved.
Eric solves everyone's problems, apparently. Alright, there you go. So... Yeah, Sanji, Zoro, Sanji's gonna fight Queen. The predicted outcome.
Yes.
By a lot of people. But, again, is he ready? What kind of bullshit? Is it still gonna be a tag team? Maybe. Marco's still around. Perospero, I guess. But I guess Neko's coming in at some point, right? Yeah. Whatever, right?
People always saying is they jumped in strength. They shouldn't be here. Okay, relax.
But they are here.
But they are here, and we're here now. So this is what it is. What it is. We talked about this a million times.
We have.
How strong Yamato's gonna be?
I mean, we'll get to
We'll
that.
find out.
Talk about the show. All right. Again, Moving on. Back to Kinemon and the whole samurai situation. Kinemon on his last legs. He's not doing well.
His head's busted in.
Yeah. He remembers Momo. He remembers his mission. Alright?
Yes.
And then Kaido just goes this. Alright? Kaido has had enough of Kinemon's bullshit. Right? And he just goes, you know.
What?
What the fuck?
Christian's ruining the bit.
No, that's not it.
It just fucking give up. The soundboard needs to come back into play. Because this system's no good.
Where is...
It's over there.
You see, I set up this technology and it fucks it. Anyway, Kaido says, you lose, you get nothing. Right?
Yeah.
That's the sound.
That's what the sound's gonna happen, sure.
Alright?
Yeah.
Stabs you through the chest. Kinemon, is he dead? Head caved in by Ragnaroku.
Yes.
Alright, no one was there to block the blades. There was no ducking. There was no block.
There was no invisible Sanji.
No.
Right.
Hiding under the club, blocking the
Sure.
base. Right. Kinemon destroyed. Physically, mentally.
Well, he shouldn't get back up at least until the
He
arc's
threw a
over.
sword to him into
So,
the floor.
he should be done. For now.
If this is Kinemon's death, I accept it.
Okay. Fought to the end.
Alright? Kinemon, congratulations. You tried to do something against Kaido and you died.
Yeah.
Right? This is what happens.
Still had Ryo on that blade though.
I mean, you just stabbed through the boot, I guess.
Maybe, I don't know. We couldn't see any blood or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Kaido goes after Shinobu and Momonosuke. Momonosuke runs away. Uses the frog we saw in last chapter to broadcast to the people that Luffy is still alive and that he will win. Luffy was talking to Momo. That was the voice.
Somehow, some
way.
both connected to the voice of all things, but that doesn't bring up another point later.
Sure. But then again, might be some secret hype.
Secret Joy Boy hype.
Right? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Also, some potential plot things that we'll talk about, I guess, when we get there. For future building.
Yeah. But morale is restored.
Of course.
Onigashima. Everyone's happy. Everyone knows Monkey D didn't fail.
Kid happy.
Kid smirking smile. Right? Then we see Shinobu cornered off Onigashima. Uses her fruit to bust the rocks and fall into the water.
Yes.
Does she use her power glider to glide over to Wano? Does she use some ninjutsu to get back on Onigashima? Because I would take Momonosuke off the island if I was
Yeah,
Shinobu.
sure.
Right? Use the power glider, get to shore. Save Momonosuke from Kaido, right? We see Law's ship find Luffy. There's your answer, Eric. It's Law's ship.
We talked about it.
Gene Bart! The
Yeah.
meme became real.
Christian, Jim Bart.
We didn't see Jim Bart in that panel.
There he is.
I guess you're right.
There he is.
Jim Bart.
Not strong enough to join Onigashima. Yeah,
We got
Beppo is,
We got Beppo, Sachi, and Penguin.
but not Jim Bart.
Not Jim Bart.
Ex-captain Jim Bart. I
Alright.
will remind you.
Apparently, people reckon Jim Bart's strong,
Okay.
but not here.
No lips, Jim Bart.
Alright, so they find Luffy.
Somehow
water.
are able to hear him.
Yes.
Now, is he Christian? Question for you: is he glowing, or is this just symbolic effect?
I think it's symbolic effect. I don't think they would have commented that he was glowing.
Right,
Then they'd say, oh, we can see him because he's glowing. They said we can
but
see
they
him
can't hear him.
because they can hear him.
Mass, like what is this? Mass like telepathic connection
Yeah.
with a range on it, clearly.
Could it be like is Oda go for some like whale bullshit? Where it's like the waves through the water.
So this is the
You know what I
voice
mean?
of all things, which is barely touched on as an ability.
Yeah.
And clearly is going to be expanded upon with Momo and Luffy.
100%. This is how Luffy talks to Roger Raftel.
What?
Through time and space.
All right.
All right.
There you go.
Through the voice of all things. Because you could hear the poneglyph in Skypiea. I can forget.
Yes.
All right. He's gonna hear the ghost of Roger. He's gonna hear it all. He's gonna see it all. You know, like a day.
What is this like? All right, so we're here now. Like, if Luffy could mass project his thoughts to a lot of people,
Yeah, but like it only hits Momonosuke and
close range.
close range,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Maybe he's nerfing it so Luffy can't telepathically talk to everyone on the verse,
Yeah.
which would be a problem.
Or maybe Jim Bart
Has the voice of all
has
things.
the voice of all things.
That's
Did
crazy.
you think about that option?
Maybe.
Jim Bart, the secret high
Maybe
man.
there's specific instruments on the polar tang that can pick up Luffy's
Sonar. I don't know. Some
But yes,
bullshit.
Luffy is now on a medical ship to get healed, as predicted.
Now, I don't understand.
There better be milk on this ship, Christian.
Restore those bones.
Yes.
Luffy should be severely fucked up. Right? What kind of medicine will get Luffy
They're a doctor full of medical
back
doctors,
into full
Christian.
health, back into ready to fight Kaido?
milk.
Milk. You didn't have some milk after Akainu?
Maybe he did. You don't know.
Maybe. Alright, but he was out for like 2 weeks. So, what are we gonna do? Luffy slept for 3 days after Katakuri.
3 days, huh?
Yeah.
Listen,
So how is Luffy gonna get magically healed? Does the mystical healer appear?
maybe Jim Bart's that good.
Jim Bart's a master doctor, surgeon,
Yeah.
healing man. Well, it's a good way to get Luffy back in action.
Solid stall though for Luffy. He won't come up straight away.
Luffy is stuck in the snake. We talked about this.
Yes.
He must get healed. He must get ready to fight.
Mhm.
People are gonna say, "No, Luffy, you can't fight here." But if you sacrifice your lifespan, you can fight here.
Ivankov just pops up.
Some bullshit
Adrenaline. They
like
can
that. The
give him-
adrenaline shots come
They
back.
can give him adrenaline.
All right. They give him adrenaline. They soup him up. He's gonna lose his lifespan, but he's gonna defeat Kaido.
Mhm.
All right. Luffy's gonna do all the drugs and fight Kaido.
Sure.
All right. So Luffy saved. There you go. We get 2 panels, Eric, of something very strange,
Yes.
very interesting. It turns out that via some soul
Transfer.
magic, hocus pocus nonsense, which we did say could happen.
Yes, we did.
We said Zeus is probably dead, but Big Mom's soul magic bullshit, no one knows how it works. Anything's possible. And now, Zeus seems to have fused with its Climatact. Another para for Nami. But Eric, no fight to be seen.
To be said. So why did she keep getting power ups?
So why does Oda keep giving her power ups?
Now, what does this actually do for Nami? Better weather control? Now she can just shoot lightning out of a thing?
Well, it's not that it's Zeus the Cloud. It's Zeus has fused with the Climatact.
I know, so
All abilities.
So like Zeus can now... What, she just like shoots laser beams now without any preparation?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright? We should have
Like
homing
if you
fireballs.
think about it mechanically, right?
Yeah.
What would this do for Nami to make it a buff? Remove all
Setup.
setup required. And have more power because no reason, just because.
But like the new Climatact,
And it can,
right.
and Zeus can.
how the fuck does it even work?
And Zeus can like, I guess he can extend by himself if he wants to.
The new orange Climatact, how the fuck does it even work? Doesn't it have holes in it?
It's Frankie Usopp magic.
But how does Nami decide what to shoot?
What do you reckon Queen thinks of this?
Technology. It's
Technology.
insane technology.
Yeah.
Alright? It's insane technology. Alright? How does this thing even work? Apparently it's loaded with weather eggs, heat balls, things from that weather island.
Pot plant shit,
Sure.
pot green stuff.
It's loaded with a whole bunch of shit. But how does Nami choose what to use? There's no buttons. Does it go for will? Is she actually magic? All
I
these
don't know.
kinds of
You don't
questions.
know, Christian.
Right? The Contact, very strange piece of technology.
Yes.
Now it got even stranger. Alright?
Buffs for Nami.
But if Big Mom dies, no buffs on Nami.
Maybe. We talked about this many
Yeah,
times.
but well, how does Big Mom Devil Fruit work?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, yeah. There you go. Nami gets another power up. We still don't have a fight. So maybe Nami fights Queen. Maybe Nami fights King.
It's crazy.
Everyone think about that.
Mm.
What about NKK? How come no one talks about that?
Just Nami kills Kaido.
Yeah.
It's
What
great.
do you think about
Where are the Frankie weapons?
the Frankie anti-Kaido weapons?
Yes.
Where are they? It's a good point. Where are they? Will he bring them out in the Sasaki fight? We'll see. Alright. Now we get Lord joins the fight with Kid and he tells him to shut the fuck up, stop being a child, and just let
We've
him
got to stall
intervene.
Big Mom out for like another 6 hours.
Yeah. Big Mom's not going to defeat this arc.
Stall City.
There's no setup. There's no motivation.
She's taking no damage.
She's taking no damage. It's not happening.
Yes.
It's not happening. Big Mom also is not becoming an ally.
Are you ready for Luffy to be called like the general of this whole orchestration?
100, he already is.
And be like, yeah, and be like worth
Sippy Zero's here.
Yeah.
Sippy Zero reported.
Mm-hmm.
The kid's getting no credit.
Yeah, 100%.
Kid is getting
You
zero
might
credit
get negative credit.
as a subordinate of Luffy.
Yeah, that's right. Just like Capone.
Yeah. So Luffy's getting all the credit here, alright? We all know that, alright? Yamato finally arrives at the top of the Skull Dome and challenges Kaido
To a fight.
to a 1v1.
We're finally here.
We're finally here. Why do people not able to read story cues, Eric?
Why would Yamato fight
Why would
Kaido?
Yamato fight Kaido? Is it the whole purpose of a character?
He said it
Yes.
this week, and we saw that we obviously telegraphed. That was telegraphed when she was introduced.
The moment, yeah. The moment when you knew anything about him.
Must sever the bonds, Christian.
Some of the bonds.
Now, this will obviously trigger some flashbacks.
Will we get the full Yamato?
I'm actually
Kaido
starting to like
flashback?
Kaido's character now, which is nice. Maybe a little too late, but
Because he's actually talking, doing
Yeah.
things. Yeah. I like it. The rest of one. Always not doing anything. But
we're getting a flashback. We'll get some crazy Yamato feats. Get ready.
yeah.
You're not ready. You're not ready. There will be discussions about Luffy. There'll be discussions about Zoro. Kid, Law, Killer.
No one gives a fuck about that fight.
Yamato will be in that conversation.
100%. It's over the show.
It has to be.
Alright?
Can't get obliterated.
No.
They need to talk.
No.
Oh, Kaido's pulling punches because it's his daughter. Watch it. Watch all the excuses come out. But when they don't touch,
Yeah.
when they don't touch with their maces, Christian,
Yeah.
then what are people going to say?
People are ready for how strong Yamato is.
Devil Fruit reveal?
100%.
Has to be a tiger.
You convinced?
White tiger has to be.
Yeah, the design would fit it.
Mythical white tiger.
And then we fit the fur roll and we get rid of carrot.
Yes.
There you go.
Crazy if it's an actual... The legendary white tiger, Christian.
Mythical Zoan, daughter of Kaido, insanity.
Yes.
Alright? Will we get into the deep psyche of Yamato in this flashback? Because that's what we need. That's what we need.
Also, Silver's clarification. What does this do for our bet? Because Nami still has Zeus.
But she will not get... There's no chance she's getting Prometheus.
Maybe. Prometheus might die and get exalted to staff again.
But then you got two people on the staff.
That's
It's
a
crazy.
bit. That's a bit. One on either side. You didn't see that coming, did ya?
It's not a big because it's not happening. Fuck you. Alright? No. Alright?
Silver's, am I alone in thinking that the climb attack is pointless? It was a setup for Nami and
Get a power up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got a power up. What's the purpose? Silver's relaxed. Carousel joining the crew.
We're still waiting. We're still waiting for the what this actually gonna do. It's gonna like
You thought Yamato was popular before the Dolphin reveal.
Oh.
You're not ready.
You know, if Yamato shows the crew is the strongest, it's a right hand man. We're talking instant your own in status.
High reform Yamato
Yeah.
might take Zoro's spot in the popularity poll.
It's a bold statement.
You're hitting both markets.
It's a bold statement.
You're hitting the hype market.
You are hitting the both markets.
You're hitting the waifu market. You're hitting the furry market.
Yamato.
Do you know how many markets that is, Christian?
Yamato 11. Was he 11th or 10th? Did Yamato make top 10? No, 11.
11. No anime.
No anime.
No fight.
No fight.
No Delphi reveal.
No Delphi reveal.
People aren't ready.
People aren't ready. We're looking at an instant Odin tier character joining the Shrek crew. Well, what I mean by that is instant
Lineage to ace.
instant second strongest of the crew.
Yeah.
Just like Odin was with Whitebeard's crew.
Busted.
Odin joins.
But we already know he's.
becomes
But you know
second
why we
strongest
already know
instantly.
he's busted? Haki beams from the mace.
No one buys it, Eric.
Fucking ringing arrow, whatever.
Everyone says it's a meme. It wasn't real.
What do you
Doesn't
mean?
count. People don't buy the
He
Haki
charges his mace up with Haki and then shoots a beam out of it.
beam. I know. It's insanity. It's craziness.
One shot's ulti, and Luffy's struggling without gear 4 with ulti.
Numbers are broken. We all know that.
We'll see.
Hopefully we get this Rocks flashback. That's what we're hoping for.
28 as well, not young.
No.
So
Let's get into it. Let's get into that.
we're gonna what? We're gonna rate it what? 8 out of 10.
It's a great chapter. Interesting intrigue. I will meme Oda a little bit, being like, oh, the morale. And then there's like 10 pages later, the morale's fine.
Yeah.
By the way, where are we looking at the Ray Failing watch? Absolute 0%.
No. No.
Absolute
Kinemon's dead.
0% chance.
They have to rip the sword out of the floorboards to get him up.
Yeah. Not happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not happening at this point. We're going into the end of the arc.
Too deep.
Will an act break happen now? When?
Too late.
Kinemon's death was the perfect time to do it.
We're in the upswing.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
A very short-lived downswing. Chapter and a half.
Yeah, but there'll be downswings in the Sanji fight.
Sure, but Monkey D. That's all that matters. All right.
It's going to take time to get back up there.
Yeah. So, there you go. Moving on. Predictions. Let's hope we see a little bit of Yamato Kaido action.
Yes.
See that devil fruit.
No, for not yet. You saved that for after the flashback. We need the fucking serious.
Hard reform.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see it all. Let's move on to How Strong Is Shanks. How Strong Is Shanks? Every week. Alright? Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
Correct.
But there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest.
Disgusting.
There are people out there that think Blackbeard's the strongest. Still needs that third devil fruit
Right.
to compete. There are people out there that think Dragon's the strongest. Fraudulent take. There are people out there. I think Mihawk's the strongest. There are people out there that think sweatiest man
So sweaty.
on the planet. Akainu is the strongest. And worst of all, the people out there think I'm the strongest. They're all wrong, they're all incorrect. Because the only answer is Shanks. They go king. Every week we bring 100% factual evidence to the table. Right? This week's evidence is Shanks is so strong that if you gave Nami a power up, alright, she would be second strongest in the verse.
The Gonki Haki's that strong, Christian.
But she will still never get a fight because she's too strong.
Right.
I'll break the story. Kaido will never give Nami a fight.
Would Shanks gift Nami staff skills?
Sure, he has those style skills.
Right.
Alright, we'll be through this. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the Girl King. Now moving on, the topic of the show. Talking matchups. We're talking Kaido versus Yamato.
Yes.
We're talking Sanji versus Queen. We're talking all the matchups. Alright? First matchup, Frankie versus Sasaki. What do we want to see? Because we really haven't gotten anything to.
We got a V victory slash.
We really haven't got the gimmick of the fight.
Yeah.
What does Frankie need to do to win?
Sasuke's just kind of ramming him.
Yeah.
Frankie's
Hybrid
strong.
form reveal.
General strong.
Sure.
What's there to say about the general, Christian? I feel like it's just, at the end of the day, it's just going to be like a radical beam. But like from the general. Because now it can do it or whatever.
Anti-Kaido weapons. AKW. Alright? Will he pull it out? During the Sasuke fight.
Will he need to find cola in this fight? Classic. Frankie.
Go to the kitchen.
Maneuver.
Get some cola. Perhaps.
Will they just end up both in base form, punching each other in the head?
Will
Classic Frankie maneuver.
Frankie somehow win Sasaki over with his manliness?
I imagine it'll end with Sasaki in hybrid form and Frankie in base form and then just punching each other. Now, does that make sense? Maybe Sasaki's hybrid form is big enough to fight the general. Stand next to him.
Sure.
And they can punch each other like that.
It could be.
Maybe a giant sword fight. Sasaki's got a sword, doesn't
He does. He's got a whip sword.
Mm-hmm. But what are the new moves Frankie can do?
We've seen iron boxing.
It's going to be a bunch of weapon stuff.
Is it going to be the Frankie unload all weapons? Which just explodes with rockets, lasers.
Maybe the nipple lights, Christian.
Nipple lights of power, of justice.
Mm-hmm. Frankie docking. Straw hat docking. I don't know, like fucking... How does Frankie usually win? Iron boxing?
Iron boxing.
Or coup de vent?
Yeah.
It's either a coup de burst or a fucking...
Coup de
iron
burst
blasting.
off Onigashima.
Potential.
Alright. The ultimate...
We haven't
Blast.
getting any suplexes, Christian? Surely we
General
suplex.
suplex.
Surely we suplex him.
That's cool. Alright. So that's Frankie. There's no real gimmick to his fight. He's just raw punching and
Fisticuffs. Now
You would assume defense is a
Frankie,
thing.
we need some hockey on boy. It's getting to that point in time we need a little
He's drawing blood with that Aki.
Sure, but he's got
The Viva Victory Slash drew blood.
Sure.
Now you could say that was more than what Sanji did to page 1.
That's factual.
You could say that.
The general's no joke, Christian. People downplay the general all the
No.
time. Wopple metal.
That memory alloy,
Yes.
apparently. Alright? We will see what Frankie can do. And we will be surprised. Alright? Next fight. Robin and Brook versus Black Maria. The fabled.
2-on-1.
It's a 2-on-1 at this point.
Combos.
Maybe we'll see it. It's going on at this point.
Both relatively intellectual fighters.
Sure.
We imagine that Brook is going to play some kind of a support role, cutting the web.
Freezing the web, cutting the webs, blocking.
Goon takeout.
But what is the gimmick?
Probably
This
web
fight.
stuff.
Web stuff? But how does...
And the hammer.
What does Robin have to do to win the fight? Because this is Robin's toughest fight yet.
I imagine just using the appendages against her.
Tripping her.
Spider appendages, using the weight against her.
Do we see...
Using the hammer against her, maybe?
Do we see a horrific Robin spider form?
No, we don't. And we'll never see that. Now,
Nightmare fuel.
Now, I will remind the people out there that Black Maria's got her tits out, and we still haven't seen this fight. Which is disappointing.
Did you put the robe back on?
How many chapters ago was that? 10?
Not 10. Or maybe 10.
Anyway, she's got some kind of demon hammer.
Yeah.
So maybe Brook comes into play. But you'd imagine Black Maria's got way too much power for the both of them. It has to be a technical fight for both of them.
Yeah. Well, power's weird because Robin
manipulates power against the opponent.
Yeah. Manipulates power against the opponent. She has giant attacks.
But you'd imagine, Robin and Brook can be slippery, so I imagine the webs will come into play.
Yeah.
And it'll be a whole, maybe the illusionary thing comes into play with Brook. We got clones from Robin. There's a lot of tricky stuff going on to trick Black Maria.
That is true.
Because I don't necessarily have the power to take her out. But they could maybe use her strength against her, as Robin does, in some kind of judo fashion.
Yeah.
Maybe she picks up the hammer with her giant arms and smashes her in the face with it.
Now, I imagine we're not going to end it with extreme violence, Eric.
Extreme? What do you mean by extreme violence?
Smash her head with a giant hammer.
It's not going to explode.
Right.
No one said her head was going to explode.
I imagine we end the fight with some sort of ultimate clutch move.
Clutch.
As Robin does.
I mean, does Brook just slash it? Much like the spider monkey in
Brook,
Punk.
if Brook can't get the final blow, Robin has to get the final blow.
No, throw the bark, no Punk has it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a combo to finish her.
Combo attack.
Yeah, it'll be a combo attack.
Alright, now.
Demon child, frozen
wastelands.
Of the underworld.
Yeah, alright. Some bullshit like that, yeah.
Does Soul King Brook come into play? Because it does nothing to non-homies, so...
Yeah, it doesn't... If Big Mom's around, maybe.
Okay.
Right. Jinbe versus Who's Who.
Jinbe should be done with this fight, but the plot stalls him.
Who's Who, Eric? The question of the ages.
It'll be someone that we don't care about.
No, I imagine this is just a straightforward martial arts.
Please be someone we know, because if it's not, it's a meme. You're from my past when I was a soldier on Fishman Island.
I am Arlong. What if it actually is
I cut
Arlong?
my nose off.
Yeah. What if it actually is Arlong?
And painted my body.
Yeah. What happened to Arlong? What if it's Crocodile?
Maybe he's a fishman. He's got a stupid hat. Sharp teeth, does he? Probably a fishman.
Well, weird because it's devil fruit. Can't really tell.
He's got fish lips, doesn't he? He's got horns as well.
Sure.
Probably a fishman.
Is he Dallinger's father?
Maybe, Christian.
Is that the reveal?
If it's some dumb Fishman Island before we knew
General the Royal Command.
He's in the fucking flashback.
Yeah.
In the background. I'm gonna be annoyed.
Yeah, I'm that random fishman in the background.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's like hack.
But Jinbei should finish him with a vagabond drill or something like that.
Do we not see a new ultimate hidden technique from Jinbei?
I want Jinbei to use it against Kaido, Christian.
The ultimate hidden...
Or Big Mom,
The ultimate fisherman karate technique.
Because surely Jinbei doesn't finish with Who's Who.
It's hard to know what Jinbei is going to do because he's like such a...
He's on the top level.
I know, but... Surely... I don't know why, he doesn't really have a connection to Kaido. You know what I mean? At least Zoro, keeps on staying and he wants to cut Kaido. What's Jinbei gonna do?
Well, they're all running up together.
Sure.
I still think the Straw Hats are all gonna get there. They're all gonna be there when they fight Kaido.
Yeah.
Because we need those 9 images of the moon, Christian.
Is that even gonna happen at this
According to the prophecy.
According to the prophecy.
So
crazy. Alright, Jinbei versus... It should be just a straight up martial art fight, right? I don't really see Any special
Jinbe will finish this
moves.
in maybe 2 pages. I don't expect a crazy fight for this.
There'll be some one-liner, who's like, cats eat fish for lunch. The Jinbe's like, not this fish.
Vagabond drill, dead.
Punches his teeth out.
Yeah.
You know, Jinbe wins.
This man's blocking Big Mum
This should be nothing for Jinbe.
and pushing her off the ship.
Alright. We got the alleged Marco versus King.
At least he doesn't have to fight both of them now.
Alright, if Marco beats King, does this just confirm that King is the weakest first commander?
King is fraudulent if Marco beats King.
That's what I mean.
Marco's been fucking around with 2 of them.
That's what I mean.
And doing various other things.
So, for the balance of the show,
And
I don't think Marco can
apparently
win.
Marco's got a bounty sub 1.5 mil.
of course.
So
That's obvious. We already talked about that last week.
King has to be around 1.4 if Queen's 1.4.
I'm telling you, it's a Sanji Zoro bit. Where
They're
King's
both at
bounty
1 yeah.
is 10 less than Queen's.
Or 10 more, whatever.
10 less. Sanji's got 10 more than
That
Zoro.
bit's about to end though.
Yeah, but the bit, the parallel bit
Yeah.
with Queen and King. So, King has to beat Marco for King to keep his status as a first commander.
Yes.
Otherwise, he's looking a bit fraudulent. He's looking a bit stinky.
What has he even been doing? Just fighting Marco?
Yeah,
What was he doing this week? Just looking at people?
just looking at the battleground.
Right.
So, yeah. There's still things to do. King should win for the balance. Otherwise, it throws everything out of balance. It's weird. Is Marco stronger than first commanders? Because he's fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
He's missing a wing. He's weakened. And then he still beats King, who's seemingly fine. Like, King doesn't look tired or worried at all.
Yeah.
And how does Marco pull this off? You know? And plus, we need Marco to sacrifice his lifespan
To heal Luffy.
to heal someone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there you go.
So Zoro, you imagine Zoro gets involved in that fight at some point? Because Chopper's got him now.
I mean,
he's
yeah.
getting back up.
Yeah, Zoro's getting back up. But we already saw Ashura, his ultimate move. It's weird, because like him beating King is like, could be as exciting.
Does a flying dragon blaze hit?
The Flying Dragon Blaze. That's crazy, right? Now, Zoro beating King, is that going to be as hype, as impressive of what he did on the rooftop? Because that's what people are going to care about.
Probably not, but he needs to do it.
Just to prove himself.
Just to be like, it just gets him XP.
Just to be like, I am a first commander.
Just to
somehow.
know where he is.
I am a first commander somehow.
Just to know where he is, and there'll be
But
caveats a lot.
Nah, but we've talked about this so many times.
But there'll be
How
caveats.
is Shiryu an issue?
He's
If
been-
Zoro defeats King
But
here and
he's
now.
been fighting Marco for.
Yeah, but Zoro's in a worse position than King is.
Yeah, how does Chopper heal him?
King's been fighting Marco. He's barely damaged. Zoro has like a shattered body
Yeah.
and is on the verge of death.
Maybe there's
How's that
milk
the same
around.
thing?
Maybe there's milk around.
A milk to full heal.
Yeah.
But
He's only
then,
got broken bones, Christian.
but then the problem happens, Eric. We've talked about this so many times.
What?
How is Shiryu a real fight if Zoro is already first commander level
Yeah.
and has Enma? What does Shiryu have? Did we talk about the observation,
Oh, he's
invisibility?
invisible.
Is that hype? Is that an escalation of power? And the same thing can be said about Sanji and Queen. How is the Blackbeard first commander going to be a challenge?
Right.
You know what I mean? How is whoever Sanji fights in that Burgess? I don't know. Whoever Sanji fights, how is that going to be interesting or entertaining?
Well, you'd imagine other players
Yeah.
get involved in that Sanji fight. There's so many people around.
We still got Drake who's around. Maybe the Germa, he's from the North Blue. Maybe that gets in. Sanji fought him a little bit.
I imagine a rogue fucking Elbow Spear hits Queen at some point.
Big Mom defeats Queen.
Because they're all in the same area.
Come on, man.
But shit's going off all over the place.
Big Mom haphazardly defeats Queen.
Remember how Lucci does that kick and then takes out all those Navy soldiers?
Yeah.
It's like that.
But with Queen
Yeah.
and Cuck Sanji. Yeah, but we've talked about that so many times. It was just like the escalation of fights for these characters. Is it really going to make sense when they have to fight Blackbeard?
It'd be good to see some sword skill from Zoro.
Some subtlety.
Yeah.
as one would say.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Next is Law and Kid versus Big Mom. Stall City. Nothing's happening.
Expected. Here we are.
Nothing. Big Mom is not going to be defeated by Law and Kid, who have nothing to do with her story, no motivation to actually defeat her.
I'm so confused as to why Kid isn't gunning for Kaido's head.
Because
There's a little bit of a disconnect there going on. But
sure, but he's a little bitch boy. He's a little errand boy.
he knows.
For Monkey D.
He knows.
Alright?
And we love to see it.
Yeah, he wants the W. He has to keep Big Mom out of the fight.
If Luffy's on the floor after the fight and Kid goes, I could kill you now, but I'm not going to. Like, fuck you, Kid.
Fuck off, Kid.
You trash man.
You're an absolute garbage.
You're a joke.
Factual. But, if... Here's the thing.
Killer versus Hawkins.
Back to the Law and Kid thing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole intention is to stall her out. The whole intention is not to beat her.
Yes.
Because they can't beat her.
Which is a little bit of a disconnect because is the assumption is she's going to stop once they beat Kaido?
The assumption is we have to stall her out so we can get the W on Kaido.
And then what?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a strange.
We've still got the problem with Big Mom.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe
Maybe Law and Kid think they can actually take her out, and we're like, no. But
maybe they kick her off the island. But she's got Hera now. She can, you know.
I mean, Robin and Jinbe gooned her out.
Yeah, but she got Hera now.
Yeah.
And Prometheus already saved her from falling.
Yeah.
So, interesting, alright? Then we got Sanji versus Queen. What is going to be the thing that Sanji pulls out to win? Because what's the problem with Queen? Toughness, durability.
Well, we know the Diablo Jumbe's penetration damage, Christian.
Sure. But we're talking about the healing factor.
Raid suit goes into the hemisphere and comes down.
Concaster.
Media Concaster. Flame wheel of infinite raining stars.
Using the raid suit, acceleration.
Will invisibility come into play, or the speed? Is Sanji too fast for Queen, but can Sanji do enough damage?
The problem with the Queen is going to be the damage. Now, is that necessarily an entertaining fight of Queen just copying punishment and not doing anything?
You'd expect Queen to
really.
be able to pick up Sanji, much like Page 1 did.
But, like, Queen was able to grab Luffy's punch. He's not slow. He's just he's a big
fast.
Boy.
He's probably real quick.
Yeah. Alright, we haven't seen his
He's
high
got those
before.
scimitars.
That's true, he does have a sword, alright? He does have
various
tech, laser beams, all kinds of things.
Well, we don't know what the gimmick is yet with this
The
fight.
gimmick should probably be the toughness. Maybe Queen has the same weakness as Frankie, the back. What do we think about that?
He is an ancient Zoan.
But, you know, Cyborg.
He is an ancient Zoan.
I know. But Cyborg.
Yeah, how is Sanji going to do enough damage? We had this question for a long time now. Yeah. And we're here now. Still no real answer. Do other people get involved? Is it an actual Sanji solo?
I want other people to get involved.
Because surely no people aren't going to stay out of his way.
Yeah, but who's available? Drake? That's it. Like, Drake's available.
Nami, Usopp. They're there. They're going to the main stage.
Are they going to charge up? Nami going to charge up for a laser beam and finally get a hit?
Usopp. Yeah. Maybe Usopp helps Zoro and Marco out with the sky shit. Traps his wings with the vines.
There is 2 support people on the loose.
Yes. Maybe one helps Sanji, one helps
I don't mind it. Now, the main event. Yamato versus Kaido. Will we see Conqueror's Haki coding from Yamato?
The only reason why I'm saying maybe is because Ulti's talking about how the Thunderburger isn't really a Thunderburger.
Well, you know, he's not Kaido. Yamato not Kaido.
Sure.
Alright. But Thunderburger would imply Conqueror's
I want to
Haki.
see what the relationship is between these two.
Yeah.
Because what is the plan with Yamato? He wanted Yamato to be the Shogun, so there is a connection there. Trust in son, maybe. Trust in power, at least, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not, not intellectual trust, Christian.
Yeah.
But trust in physical power.
Sure.
So,
well, Yamato's main weapon is a copy of Kaido's weapon. So Kaido
not
trained
a sword.
No, Kaido,
Like Odin.
Kaido trained him.
Which I find
Thunder
interesting.
Bagua, training. There's a relationship there. There's a training regiment there. Kaido would want a strong individual as his child.
Yes.
So, Yamato probably broken as fuck. Alright?
What are we talking about? Is it better than Zoro?
I want to say it's better than Zoro.
Are we talking Luffy level?
Solo. Solo. Kaido. Right now.
Right now. That's true.
No one else is up there.
If he clashes with Kaido stronger than Zoro.
No doubt. An equal clash. Has the Conqueror's coding. Stronger than Zoro. Calling it right now. Calling it right now.
Stronger than what do we talk about with Luffy though?
Not stronger than Luffy. Luffy's gonna come in at the last minute, save Yamato.
Are we gonna get
save the
are
day?
we gonna get a Yamato
Because it's gonna be Yamato solo stall Kaido.
I'm gonna be Odin. I'm gonna do what Odin couldn't do.
Or a kid have to stall Big Mom.
Yeah.
Together. Yamato's gonna solo stall Kaido. What do you think about that?
The excuses will come out like Kaido's holding back
Because, the sibling, whatever.
because of the child,
Yeah.
which may or may not be true. But if there's equal trade with the conquerors, then all bets are off.
All bets are off. Alright? All bets are off.
What does the chat think about Yamato's power? If Kaido pulls a Garp, right?
It's so complicated. Because then what is Kaido's relationship with Yamato?
Because there is trust there, and he does want to do, and he calls him his son.
But did he always want a son?
Yeah, is that negatively?
Is that negatively fueled?
But he wanted it. He was a part of it. He was involved in the plan.
Sure.
Yeah, Kaido involved his son in the plan. My idiot son, where is he? Go flying 6, go get him.
Yeah. I want him to meet Big Mom. Say hello.
Mm-hmm.
So
Parade him around. Is Kaido hard enough, or is he a man with a heart? Because he keeps on talking about you have to know defeat. Defeat is brutal. He wants to, he's a sad man.
He's a sad man. And he wants the respect. He says, "You will call me father."
Yes.
Yamato says no. Alright. And this is some Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker shit right here. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
I am your father. I'm gonna fight to the death. Is Kaido redeemed? Probably not. We're gonna get some crazy... We need this flashback. For Yamato and for Kaido.
Zoro clearly isn't equal to Odin because look at the difference in Sky.
Absolutely not. You think Zoro's equally clashing with Prime Whitebeard? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I mean, look at the scar differences that you can see.
Odin scarred Kaido in dragon form.
Much
Not
larger.
base form.
Much larger. Crucial.
Exactly.
Hybrid. Was Kaido in hybrid or was he in base? Hybrid. Irrelevant. The scar size and differential is much larger.
Yeah. I don't know why is the... You would assume same defenses and, Dragon and Bane.
Anyway, we
hybrid,
expect Yamato... there'd be no real reason if Yamato gets one shot.
No, Yamato can't get one shot. We have to stall for Luffy.
Yeah, we're going to stall for Luffy.
We're going to stall for Luffy.
So no one else gets fucking one shot by Kaido.
No. Not even Kinemon.
Yeah.
Alright. So there you go. Those are the matchups. Now we do have some smaller side matchups. Killer versus Hawkins. Apu versus Drake. Apparently still going on. All kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
All these little mini fights happening. Jack versus Inu.
Does that get traded?
Yeah, I was thinking that. What's happening there? Does Inu actually
it's a
beat
weird
Jack?
matchup that no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe Jinbe takes out Jack.
Where's Denjiro?
That's a good point.
Where's Zenji?
Where's Orochi?
Orochi's still hanging around. And then we got
Fukurokuju
versus
That'll be like
Raizo.
literally 3 panels.
No one cares about that fight.
Or 5 pages.
I swear to God, if King of Lightning brings up that fight as a skipped fight, I'm gonna back it.
Slap him.
Because no one gives a fuck about that fight.
Correct.
Alright? So those are the fights, those are the matchups. You get excited, a lot of fights to get through. A lot of things to do.
Maybe Nami can help in the Queen fight, and are you satisfied with that?
Only if she gets the final blow.
She's not getting the final.
Only if she gets the final blow.
Okay. That's not happening, but...
Why not? Just sits in the corner charging for 20 minutes. But Eric, and now can destroy a whole island. But it takes him 10 hours to charge it.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it still counts.
Okay.
So,
Much like the King Punch, Christian.
sure. Alright. Moving on to the next segment.
But we're excited for the Yamato up.
The Thunderdome. The Thunderdome comes in from Dart.
What's he got?
He's got an L. Alright, Eric's eyebrow already raises.
Yes, an L verse.
Niji, Vinsmoke.
An L.
Lightning versus Lightning. One slight problem for Niji.
No hockey.
No hockey.
An L wins.
But is the raid suit negate the lightning?
An L wins. There's no hockey.
Rubber
Where?
on this raid suit. How can we say Niji is lightning based? Can we not say that?
What do you have, like 2,000 volts?
Whatever. Henry Lightning. Now we saw with of course Ace versus Akainu.
Yes.
The same effect, the same elemental effect can hurt each other if one is stronger.
I don't think Niji.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe the robot argument holds weight because Judge was able to catch a Jumbo Double.
Now, do I remember seeing the Vinsmoke block Zeus Lightning with their capes? Did I see that?
Maybe.
Did I see that in Hokage Home?
Maybe the chat can clear that up.
Did the Vinsmokes block Lightning with their cape? 'Cause I think I saw that somewhere.
You're talking to me about damage.
Now, was that anime? Was that non-canon? I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Those small details. Alright? I think Niji has the speed. Of course. Faster than Sanji.
Damage. Talk to me about damage.
How does he damage? The fact that he uses lightning might justify the fact that he could hurt an L. And if you can hurt an L, you can beat an L.
Chat says you dreamt that in one of your dreams, for sure. No one blocks this lightning. with your
Just
cat.
like Zoro cutting
the frog.
rock.
No one knows this reference.
Zoro
Alright,
during the Mihawk training.
so for years, Christian swears that Zoro cut.
No, let me explain it properly.
This has been a long time.
In the Mihawk Zoro training, Zoro, because Zoro's a frog in a pond, right?
Right.
So Mihawk goes, there's a frog on a rock in a pond, and then Mihawk goes, cut the rock, but not the frog,
Yeah.
showing ultimate control in the blade, right?
No,
Now, did that happen, or did I dream that?
Christian fabricated, swore this happened for years. Turns out it was a fabrication of imagination.
What if we get a flashback
And that happens.
and that happens?
Well, apparently Zoro requires subtlety, which I haven't seen.
Silver says that was Demon Slayer, but I've been saying this for like 6 years.
He's been saying it for a long time.
I've been saying this for like 6 years.
Before the
Silvers.
podcast.
Before, yeah. It like Punk Hazard.
Yeah. Now,
Maybe it's a con. Maybe it was in Kenshin. I can't remember.
Now, Zoro. Kaido says Conqueror's Haki too crude.
Yeah.
So does Zoro need to get the subtlety to actually, use Ashura?
Now we've gone on a tangent about Zoro.
Yes. What was it?
We're talking about
Niji.
and now versus Niji.
Listen, Niji can't do any damage, so
Yeah.
and now wins. unless you want to talk
There's
about...
an argument with
Look,
tech. There's an argument with the tech.
you can talk about made-up tech from what we've seen. No good. Maybe he's got some lightning rod bullshit that we don't know about, but we don't know about that, Christian.
Well, to channel lightning, you would assume you would have to insulate yourself from that lightning.
Yeah, but he's going in a weird territory.
Yeah, alright. We'll give it to him now. The only thing Niji's missing is Haki.
Yes.
Interesting.
If he had a little bit of Haki,
Yeah.
it'd be over.
It'll be over.
But we all remember that Vinsmoke shocked
That's Sanji
that
has
Sanji
Haki.
had Haki.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
these
Next.
fucking clouds.
Question corner.
Thinking they're tough in the West Blue.
Questions. The man with no name
Yes.
comes in with a question. Sanji never runs out of cigarettes. Where does he find the time and money to buy packs?
I imagine Usopp grows the tobacco and rolls it.
Rolls with the rolling paper.
Yes.
I imagine Sanji rolls his own cigarettes. I don't see the man buying a pack.
Sure, but Usopp's got the hookup.
He's got the tobacco.
Yeah.
He's growing it.
He's got the special herb, Christian.
He's growing those special herbs
Yeah.
on the Sunny.
In his workshop. In his little green patch. What was that? Was that film Gold? Where it was in his meth outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the films. No, I think it's...
It was in the special...
It's the poison. It's Z. It's the poison... Like the... Yeah, it's some bullshit.
Yeah, it's in some special.
Some poison ash shit. Yeah. That's that question. From Mari. How do y'all feel about Kaido as a villain? Personally, he's in that Mingo crocodile tier with the potential to be the best in the series.
He's getting there. He's getting some depth. Show me that Yamato shit.
Now, I've had the thesis that if Kaido was actually in Wano for Act 1 and 2 and 3, a lot more, this would be a lot better arc.
Yes. Orochi as a villain was
Orochi sucks. Kaido's the main man.
We always knew there was something about Kaido. He was just not in the arc.
Yeah. Which is...
But now,
disappointing. Yeah.
We'll see.
He's not there for me yet. I think the fight with Yamato is really going to give him some character, really going to show us what he's about.
The shit with Big Mom.
Sure.
Maybe ever getting fleshed out. Probably.
Maybe the Rocks flashback. Finally.
I'm convinced that's in that endgame fucking too secret shit to do a show now. Because he's talking about Joy Boy.
But are we going to get it after the fact? Like, surely the Joy Boy reveal happens after Wano.
Who it is.
Yeah. Because that's the prophecy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Vivi just turns up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
From Tom. Does Luffy have another power alongside the voice of all things since Law's crew said they could hear his voice? I don't know. It's a weird shit.
We don't know what the voice of all things is.
Yeah.
Nor has it ever been touched as a power.
Yeah. So weird. Yeah.
Potentially.
From Kaz. What are your expectations for Yamato and Kaido's interactions? Is Oda going to reveal Yamato's devil fruit? I want it all. I want flashback. I want character growth, character development. I want to know what Kaido's thinking. I want devil fruit. I want Conqueror's coding. I want it all. Give it to me.
Can we have a lightning tiger?
You can have whatever you want.
Okay, I'll take it.
From Harvest and Berry. Why should... Luffy should have brain damage by now with all those times he's been knocked out in this arc alone.
Wrong. His rubber brain would bounce off his rubber skull.
Have you ever heard of
brain damage?
Neural plasticity, Eric?
That's not what we're talking about.
Alright? We're talking about neural plasticity. Luffy's brain always bounces back. Alright? There you go.
It'd be hard to cause trauma to Luffy's brain via skull rattling.
Sure.
It just bounce off his skull.
But he has been knocked out, so there is some sort of...
Sure. Something's going on.
Yeah. We have a...
Luffy's dumb anyway, so...
We have a $5 donation.
Yes.
Does Radical Beam beat Blast Breath? I'm going to say no. I'll say no to that. But apparently anything beats Blast Breath.
Magic Scrolls beat Blast Breath.
Anything beats Blast, but there's a fire cutting technique. Blast Breath, not Kaido's
I'm
best
going to
move.
say yes.
I mean, okay. From Chris D.
Fucking Wind Gust might beat Blast Breath. From fucking Nami, Wind Blades.
Yeah.
Gust Sword.
Gust Sword.
Yeah.
From Chris D. Never doubt in Luffy, the king always finds a way.
Yes.
And is the best Sanji... And is this the best Sanji power feat? Hits Queen once, causing his long neck to spin.
Is it once?
I think it's a multi-hit.
Or is it a kick around kind of situation?
Yeah, I don't really know. I can't really tell. It's like Sanji...
I mean, yes, by definition. Oh, yes. By definition of what he's done.
What
Yeah.
about kicking Wado to me? That's a lot of weight. That's a big boy.
Who gives a fuck?
That's true, but...
Jinbei's basic roundhouse kick and launched him in the air.
And yeah, apparently he's struggling with who's who. So, yeah. There you go. From BYT. Why do people say Enma isn't a huge boost to Zoro's power? Because
No one's saying that anymore.
the Zoro fanboys are out of control. That's why.
Yes. It's obvious.
People bring it up to me about the grades, about how Enma's on a black blade.
The grades are irrelevant. I'm sorry.
It's a training tool.
No one says that anymore. Those people have disappeared.
Because they're wrong and incorrect.
Yeah.
Because Enma is a massive power-up.
That's
Alright?
obvious.
What are we doing? Alright? From Philly T. Do you guys think Momo will fly straight up to Onigashima, or will he fall to Wano mainland and maybe meet with Hirori?
Could get on the polo tank.
That's possible.
Meet up with Luffy. Keep Momo safe.
And then we have a little speech.
But Momo has to meet Kaido at the end, so who knows?
I mean, the Onigashima is going to Wano, and he can fly.
Yeah, and he can deliver speeches through Luffy's thoughts now, so...
I guess. Yeah, alright. So, there's the... I think Momo ends up on the mainland, and then ends up back on the island somehow at the end of the fight. To witness Luffy beating Kaido.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to witness all that shit. Yeah.
To stab him in the neck.
Yeah. Momo kills Kaido.
Yeah.
From... Jards? Is Zoro still going to fight King this arc, or is he out of action now for the most part, and Marco will finish off King? It's a hard one.
In Chopper's hands, most likely will return.
Yeah.
Who knows what he's going to do?
From Bushido Brown. 3D2Y means the monster trio came out of the time shift stronger than the other supernova, and people are feeling some type of way. Why are people still believing Kid or Law could put real damage on Big Mom if the only thing they did on the rooftop was play support?
Law, maybe.
I mean, the Gamma Knife did jack shit to Kaido.
Yeah.
So, I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Law use Countershock and Big Mom did nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. They can't. There's no way they beat Big Mom. Big Mom's still clean.
Yeah.
Big Mom's still clean.
0 damage.
Kaido's taking a lot of damage, and he's still doing all this work. Big Mom's not even close to being defeated.
It takes.
And Kid's doing jack shit.
It takes so much work to defeat these emperors.
Kid's doing nothing to Big Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely jack shit.
But we know Christian.
She has that balloon factor. She's got that Kaido factor. Nothing's damaging her.
Yeah.
You need that Conqueror's coating.
No one's even talking about damage, by the way.
You need that Conqueror's coating. There we go.
Yeah, maybe they both unlock it.
There's no chance
No.
Law and Kid beat Big Mom.
I don't even know.
There's no way.
Like, what kind of fucking bullshit is going to happen where Big Mom leaves? Beyond
I feel like she's going to kick off Onigashima, hit the Big Mom ship as it goes up the waterfall again, and then she falls down and gives up.
she can fly.
Some bullshit.
Anyway,
some bullshit.
Maybe she sees Kaido get defeated and retreats, which is weird, but whatever.
Not part of her character.
Yeah.
Surely she'll take over Wano.
Surely she would fight Luffy dead.
Surely she would fight Luffy and take Wano for herself.
Mm-hmm.
You would think. Alright.
Anyway, next question.
From Mont. Will anyone join Yamato in the fight against Kaido? Luffy will at the end to finish it off.
Straw Hats.
Eric wants all the Straw Hats up there, even though there's 10 Straw Hats.
They need to get up there, Christian. I want to see a team fight against Kaido.
Alright. From Geventh.
CP0 getting involved in it physically in any way?
Maybe at the end to make Luffy retreat from Wano. You know, that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Weirdness.
By the way, did people think an Admiral would take this much effort to take out?
I mean, Akino got folded in like 1 second by Whitebeard.
Yeah. Luffy Law, Zoro, Luffy Kid.
Massive damage on Kaido.
Verse
And the Scarabits.
like fucking who? Kuzan?
No, destruction.
Destruction.
Alright. But let's not forget the Scarabits.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's a little tangent for the people.
What other changes Toku will appear and send Luffy into the future?
Very little.
What does that solve? Unless it's like a Luffy solo arc adventure, regaining his crew that was lost through time.
They'd have to get stronger for him.
Yeah, but he doesn't get stronger. So
That's
like,
what I'm talking
what's
about.
the
So Zoro
point?
would be stronger.
Yeah.
So.
Weird. 2. Which Scarabit is gonna die next?
Who's left?
Kawamatsu.
Neku Kawamatsu.
Denjiro. Rizo. Shinobu, I guess. Shinobu count?
She's not a scabbard.
I mean, Onan said she's a scabbard, so. Eric says no. Alright. 3. Thoughts on Act 3 ending on chapter.
That flashback section was so weird.
Yeah.
Where she just joins.
Thoughts on Act 3 ending on chapter 1018. 15 for the Fact 1. 30 for Act 2.
These are irrelevant numbers.
60 for Act 3.
Irrelevant numbers.
120 for Act 4. 240
Fact
for Act
5.
5.
Yeah. Don't worry about the numbers, people. Oda's not paying attention to what chapter lengths are going on for the acts. He's not going to hit whole numbers.
Yeah. But yeah, 60. 115 105 chapters.
We're deep in, Christian.
I feel like.
We agreed on 130 for Wano. What are we on? 105 now?
Yeah, around 105. Man. We've been Wano for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Longest arc
Yep.
in the series. Longer than Dressrosa.
Some say Act 1 and 2 were necessary.
Some people say that, right? From Red Robert Podcast. How do you guys feel if Marco was the one to join the crew instead of Jinbe? No.
No.
First
Jinbei's got
command-
that deep connection.
Yeah, Jinbe. I mean, you could say Marco's kind of got a connection with Luffy.
Punk has it. Fucking Impel Down. Why did I say Punk has it? Impel Down. The Ace
Yep.
connection.
Yeah.
The Ace connection is always massive.
Yamato. Ace connection. Emery Ford. Snap Luffy back into action. Whole cake gold.
Sacrificed himself for Luffy.
Sure. Alright. From Lord Zarkon. Do you think Blackbeard dabs when he uses the Goro no meat? No memes here. I mean,
Next question.
maybe when he gets his Stir Devil fruit.
No.
And feels fresh. Then he could do it. Alright. From Itachi. Was Luffy able to use Conqueror's Haki while being unconscious, and he can also communicate with Momo while being unconscious? And his soul functions as an entire... His soul functions without him relying on his body itself.
I mean, meme masters out there say it's obvious that Voice of All Things is Congress Haki, which it isn't.
I mean, other characters have it, but they don't have the voice. Like, Kaido has Conquerors, doesn't have the voice of all things.
Yeah.
Or that we know of. You know.
It's hard to know what's going on with the Voice of All Things because it hasn't been even touched on.
Yeah.
And it's so rare, no one can teach Luffy how to use it. Or Momo.
Yeah. Luffy actually doing combat in the future is in an unconscious state sleepily because his soul is being manufactured separately entirely independent of his body.
Well, I don't think he's unconscious because he's talking to Momo directly.
Yeah, but his eyes are whited out. He's drowning. He's not moving.
But he's like, tell everyone I'm coming back.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Alright. From Dart. First, can we give a shout out to the phantom member of the RFP? The people in the comment section who timestamp when the show actually starts.
Shout out.
Shout out to those people, alright? Now the question, do you think it's an issue that we are this far into One Piece and we still don't have a definite answer on who the final villain / antagonist is? Should be Blackbeard. Should be Alkainu, maybe. There's candidates. I don't mind it. Long-term candidates. There is the meme candidate of Aimu.
It has to be rocks, otherwise it's meaningless.
Yeah, if Aimu... It's only good if Aimu's
It's only
rocks.
compelling if it's rocks.
Yeah. Because it's built in law.
Connections to everyone else.
Yeah.
Deep lore.
Yeah. From Itachi. If Kid and Law together manage to beat Big Mom, where would you have to scale them? I don't know.
Animals? Yeah.
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 Animals,
Yeah.
Not happening.
Don't think so.
Not happening.
Don't think so.
No. And that is the final question. That's the end of the show. Shout out to the people. Shout out to Silvers. Friends of the show. Like the stream. Comment on the video.
Yes.
We look forward to next week's chapter.
To the Yamato fight.
Maybe. Could be soon. Look forward to it. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the good king.